Her story is our history, a sentiment that echoes as women gather for International Women's Day for the Authors, Activists, Artists Speak, Writing Our Story, Writing Our History event at MLK Library. Hosted by Unerased Black Women Speak, it aimed to honor Black women and their stories that cannot be replicated.
They cloned Tyrone, but they cannot clone me. They cloned Tyrone, but they cannot clone me.
Alilia Bundles, historian, journalist, and great-great-granddaughter of Madam C.J. Walker, called for the audience to preserve their family's belongings as a contribution to which Black women's stories can be told.
If we don't preserve our own family history, it will be erased and future generations will not know their stories. My grandparents seem to have saved everything, and because they saved photographs and business records and legal documents and letters, I'm able to tell the personal side of the story about Madam C.J. Walker and Alilia Walker.
The evening gave way for honest discussions about the experience of Black women living in America, with Tiffany D. Cross's new book, Love Me, A Letter to Black Women in a Toxic Country, Career and Relationship.
Is and what it means. I write the book in 3 sections: our labor, our land, and our love. So I was really able to dig in deep in each of those buckets of work and pour out everything that I pour out on the pages. And I hope that I was able to speak to someone and inspire someone to pick up this book and read it. I was very intentional about the cover of the book. As you can see, there's a Black woman on the cover with her braids are the American flag, which I think is a microcosm for how we asymmetrically uphold this country and always have since its inception.
It wasn't long before attendees reflected on their need for safe spaces like this event.
Unfortunately, because of our intellect, because of our strength, our power, and our spiritual divine gifting, people who don't look like us are very intimidated by us, but even some of us are intimidated by each other. And so the way that we counteract that within our community is by telling our truth, telling our story, and then also creating community and safe spaces for each other.
Although the event had came to an end, Black women from all paths of life walked away with a sense of remembrance, of understanding the value of both their voices and stories. This is Tatiana Allen from Washington, D.C., reporting for HU News Service.